Hi everyone, I'm Bill Mills, and for the next 3 minutes I'm going to show you how to make a simple chart using Dygraphs, an open source JavaScript charting library. So it's really simple to use Dygraphs. All we need is some basic markup here that includes the Dygraphs library and our own JavaScript file, and then a div that Dygraphs will paint our digraph in, and then just some script tags here to include our own JavaScript function to do the digraphing magic. All right, so now all that really falls to us is to write this simple function, makeMyGraph. So I started out over here with makeMyGraph. And the key thing to understand with Dygraphs is that it plots data from comma-separated value strings of data. So I'll make one of those for myself right now. I'll make var data. And the first line of these is always the titles of the independent and dependent variable in our chart. So maybe I'll plot, I don't know, cupcakes versus joy, for example. And then these are always new line terminated strings. So there's my X and Y titles. And then I got to put some data points in. So I'll go data plus equals 1 in X maps onto 1 in Y, new line terminate, semicolon. And another data point, maybe 2 cupcakes, map onto 2 units of joy. There we go. There's a simple Dygraphs data series of comma-separated values terminated by new lines. Once we have that, all we have to do is declare the actual Dygraphs object, and we'll be good little JavaScripters here and hoist our variable up here. So I'll make this variable g be a new instance of a Dygraph object, and this constructor takes 3 arguments. The first argument is that HTML div I pointed out at the beginning, so document get element by ID. I call it graph div, I think. The second argument is this comma-separated data series we made. And the last argument is a bunch of styling parameters that we might talk about in a later video sometime. And that's it. That's all we should need to make a basic digraph. And let's see if this worked. Load this up in a browser here. And there is our very first digraph. And that was all we needed was a couple lines of JavaScript.